Let's take some steps back to Pensioners FM. You said you left and you guys were not in good terms when you
We are
left.
not that we are not in a good place because when I gave birth to my child, they all came, they showed love.
No, I mean I'm talking about as a, when you
when
left.
I left, yes,
It
I
was
felt
not a
bad.
good
Yes, to me,
rapport with-
it's not. I'm not supposed to live like that.
So what
For me.
what happened? Is it that they were not happy? The management was not happy that you were leaving.
And they didn't tell me they were not happy. But their reaction towards a certain person leaving the radio station is what actually makes me feel like, what's going on? If I leave, I will be okay. I will be okay. But the only thing that pains me most was that I wasn't able to say goodbye.
You were not
to
given
my
the
fans.
opportunity to
Yes,
say goodbye
I didn't get
to
the
your
opportunity.
fans.
I was even yanked off air before. As someone that I can decide to be like, okay, I will pay your any amount you are paying me at the end of the month. I want to leave 3 days before, and I will just drop my letter.
Yeah, you pay
I'm going
me.
next month. I'm going next 3 days. So no, I still gave you that 1 month, and that month is for me, for you and me, and according to what we have is for you and for you and I to prepare, blah blah blah.
Yeah. And
It's
hand
okay.
over to the
But
next
even
person.
the following week, they stopped me from presenting on air for absolutely no reason, and they're like, I want people to get used to anybody that will be around me in the show. So I'm not sad about it. It's okay, but let me have the opportunity. Let me say goodbye to my fans. Not goodbye. I'm not telling them that I want to go to another station. No, but there's a certain way you say your goodbye.
Yeah.
Like everything you back. There is a way I felt about it. I don't know, because
farewell.
I'm a human person. I'm a person's person.
And you show your fans that you also have them in
Yes,
mind.
I
And you don't
care
take them
about
for
them.
granted.
Yes. So they were like, I can feel
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell them that I'm going. And eventually, they all left with me when I didn't even tell them goodbye.
Because you have your brand.
Because yes. So that one alone is there. And some other things that I said is not today. I'll be talking about them because I don't really have the time and the energy to do that.
What
And
if we give you
those
the
things
energy?
Why now?
What if you want to
And
give you the energy?
no. The reason why I said I don't want to talk about it is because there are some times that maybe I was actually the one thinking about it, and they don't even give it a thought. But even though I know they are thinking about it, but they felt like they are wicked, but they are not wicked. Sure, you get.
I don't get you.
You don't get. So you want me to just say this was what happened. Though.
Because I don't get you. You said they think that they're wicked,
Yes.
but I don't get you.
I do, maybe because no, maybe I was thinking maybe I'm too young to understand, but no, I'm not too young to understand things. I know now. I know the way my brain works. But what I'm saying is that when I resigned, there was a statement like, okay, now let me go back to this. I am a FIFA and CAF accredited sports journalist.
Okay.
Most people don't know, except people that are closer to me. My fans don't know. I got FIFA accreditation 2021 to go cover the FIFA Club World Cup. Chelsea won that first ever FIFA Club, their first ever FIFA Club World Cup. And see, if I go and cover that, oh my God, my career is even like this, fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was in Dubai. I was not financially stable then. I didn't have so, and I draw a proposal. They should let me go and blah blah blah. So I wasn't able to go because of money. And the time is closer. So we can't make that. We can't even make it work. It's okay. So when I resigned, according to reports, according to ESA, they now refer back to that statement that so if they had sent me to Dubai 6 months later, I will not tell them that I want to leave Abi. It's not good. Don't you want us to move forward? See, it's a plus for your station. You see, okay, maybe I'm the one that is representing you there. It is also your glory. Because you will do more. There are stations that sponsor, even though not sponsor, maybe they just pay for their plane tickets and stuff. Maybe when you get to wherever you are going to cover the games, I don't even know any brand that can to sponsor me. I don't know how it works. I know that people write proposals to man when you apply for an accreditation, so that in case it works out, you can tell them that I want to do this and I'm giving you this content. I was not even content for it, but then I don't know what the market was like. You are the only one I have. So all those things. Then I resigned and I'm like, you want to move forward? Like the resignation was like this. Oh well, that was what I was feeling. That was the energy I was getting. It was negative. It was negativity. So I had to be very, very calm. And people say why I am a no nonsense person. No. If not that I am proud, I am not rude. But if you do anything that could send you inside alone. And it's not that I will insult you, it's polite. Ká lè ṣẹlẹ̀ pé wà tẹ̀lé òun yẹn wà dá. Tó bá jẹ́ pé mi lọ́mọ yìí, is that what you will do? I know how to see all those things that it will eat your bone marrow. Even when they do transplant, it will still be there. So I have to be very, very patient before leaving, because if I was not patient enough, I will surely step on those. I will split into people's eyes. I will spit into people's eyes. You get? So I was so calm, cool, and collected, so that I can just, my mom will be like, "Wow, kids, calm down." Like I dropped a month's resignation letter, and at the end of the month, I didn't even get my complete salary. They said after, so you cannot. They said after, when I reached out to the secretary, I submitted my letter. She was like, after 3 or 4 days, that they said I did not do guinea corn. I did not do 4 or 5 days or something. Like, really? Allah, no problem. So that kind of thing, and I was one of their first set of employees. So the way I left, I felt bad that I'm not supposed to leave like this.
Way.
No. I'm not saying you should throw me away, bye party. No, don't tell me. Though when my last staff meeting, they told everybody that I'm resigning, that I've resigned, and I'm leaving, and everybody's glad. But it's not about that.
The energy you were getting for them was
it was negative. If after I left, I'm not that kind of person that will not look back at my people. I didn't message anybody from that station for a whole year, except a friend I had there and one of my brothers that were like family. Those 2 people, those were the people I was talking to.
But now you guys are you in a good space?
Yes. Eventually, when I told, I didn't know. Maybe I told someone that I gave birth to my baby, so they even came with cars.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it. The reason why I'm saying this is that, see, you don't have to show people shege when they want to leave your job, or you don't have to make them feel less or low that when they leave. Now, the energy I was getting now, I have a word for it. Like, she be told me,
like we made you.
Yes.
Kind of energy.
Yes, you actually made me, but I also strive for myself.
If you didn't,
and you don't even made me like that. I was the one that knew where I went to, and I gone, and thinking outside of the box, that this is what we are known for in Ibadan. Yoruba sports presenter, this is what we are known for. I don't want to be known for this. I want to be unique, because I am not a local champion. I am a global champion. So baby, I was not even global then, but I'm like, I am a global champion. I want to do something that will be very, very different. So that was what I was thinking. So they were like, oh, it's not because you are working here, that's why they are calling you. We are no longer working here. Why would they call you? That was one of the reasons why my program was taken away from me before in fact, I left. I didn't even pick my sick tone. Later, I started using the sick tone back, because I was so the way I left, I didn't like it.
Yeah,
it was not supposed to be that way.
It's
after all the hard work. Toby, I had pneumonia.
Wow.
I almost died.
True.
Wow.
Because of work. Studio manager, Yoruba sportscaster, early morning show. I don't have more early morning show like that. When I talk, say my English no good. You must say Bomola you. Maybe go there be go. If you want to complex, you pay body cooler. You get. I had to brush up my English. That okay, what will I do? What courses can I take to speak well? Even though I'm not there yet, but it's a challenge.
But you're speaking well now.
Only go me there. I go. But you are saying you are speaking well. I told you how to take courses, because maybe they are right. Maybe they are right.
Yeah, I get you.
So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they are right or something.
So you took that criticism to better yourself.
Yes,
to be
I have
better.
to. Yes, I have to. Because if I don't, I am not helping myself. Even though if it is destructive, if it is constructive, I have to do something about it. Because I was really using this that.
Yeah.
Even a bad belly, it helped.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, studio manager taking come. I had pneumonia. There was a day my father was crying when he was with me at the hospital, because I thought I was going to die that day. I was shivering like this. They almost transferred me to the COVID-19 center to do that. Maybe we should go there too. Maybe I had COVID. COVID has gone. Maybe I had COVID, maybe because, and I was leaving that station, and I am now getting this kind of energy. No, it can't be. So I'm like, it's not something I really want to talk about. I don't even want to be diving into it, because it's the reason why it is hot is because I love that station so much. Because that was the way, the way they got me. I didn't even go for an interview. Mr. Atiami just called me and was like, okay, so Nagubede told me that there is a lady that knows about sports. I've never ever presented in my life when I started working there.
Wow.
When I listened to my first presentation there, compared to now, no, you know me, I'll be like, no business maybe by you.
Sure.
But compared to now, even though it was still good then, they believe that oh my god, yeah, we go. Like, oh my god, that go.
Yeah.
Like she would be very, very good. But still the presentation was compared to now that papa and the flow was so different. The flow is different.
So
The
you've
flow is
grown.
different. I've grown so much.
Yeah.
So that was what I was talking about. That it was painful. And I am not the only one. A lot of people that has left, they don't have a lot of good things to say. Like, you know, sure you get. So, and it's not supposed to. But for me, no. I felt bad. That no, I'm not supposed to leave. And you know when I want to leave, like I should be able to come back.
Yeah, of course. You don't burn your bridges.
Yes,
You don't...
I should be able to come back. Like maybe after even after a week. Hello, my boss. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ní Yorùbá dey sọ fún mi fẹ́ mọ̀. I couldn't even do that because I felt bad. Ojú mi like wọ́n kàn tẹ ojú mi mọ́lẹ̀ lẹ́yìn.
It should not be.
It's not pride. It's not supposed to be.
It's not.
Because I know what I have given them. That kind of thing that I gave them that I did. That most of us that first started with them did. I don't think any station can get that from anybody again.
Olorisports, permit me to butt in here. You know, this experience that you had with Pensioners FM, I dare say, is the experience most broadcasters have.
Yes,
with
it's
their
common.
different stations. You know,
common.
You leave a station and you are not living on good terms. It's either one fight or the other.
So then we don't really have a fight.
Not
it
fight.
might be on good times. But the energy was negative.
Yes. But why is it
bad.
so that in the broadcasting industry, media
like
houses do not allow their employees? They don't want them to leave. Like if you submit a resignation, it's as if you're fighting them.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, oh, we gave you the platform.
Yes.
So why do we have so much like that? So many.
Okay, first and
media
foremost,
houses like
what
that.
actually crossed my mind, I think they do it out of love for me because wait, it's not fight. Wait now, let me land. See, sometimes maybe they find you resourceful, they find you productive, they love you so much, and you are living like that. You know, sometimes they're like, you know, it's not like those that will now fight, bleed you. Aside from something happening like in their dressing room that we don't know. The dressing room is a football time, like indoor, behind the camera, behind the microphone that we don't know. You know, there might be a fight. That one is different. But if there isn't any, and you know, in my own case, I felt like maybe it's out of love because the way we work so hard, you know, stuff like that, and this person is living like that, and blah blah blah, something like that. So I actually thought, now you can see the way they turned up during my naming ceremony, and I'm like, wow, wow, I was emotional. I got to my husband and I said, what are you bull? It was this sort of and actually it was out of love, like but they are not supposed to do it that way because they don't know how I felt about it, how bad I felt that really. So sometimes it might be out of that we don't want to lose this person, you can't go and kill it. And even though if it is something like that, why don't you talk to the person? Like negotiation. Sometimes it might be about the money. Sometimes it might not be about the money. But maybe they want to move forward. They want something bigger. They want to be seen more. They believe they can get more from where they are going. That's fine. Let them go. You see people now. Yeah. You see talent now.
They say soldier go, soldier come.
Barrack remains the same. And you know now, and these things, and one of these things, I don't know why they're always angry, is that, see, when they want to fire you, they don't think twice too. So what is the fuss about if someone is leaving? If you want to have a boss that will be like, if you want to go to Baruch, say the Safia Lakim, go. So you can imagine. So stuff like that. So I don't think there should be fights if someone resigned, you know. But I think, as I've said, out of love, maybe they've invested too much, and maybe we have. Let me use tech as an example. You have a tech company, you have workers. You send them outside country for training. You send them for retraining. You let them take courses and lots. And you know, after that course and after everything you've spent, like all expenses paid, fully funded courses in different countries, just for them to improve your own company and everything. And eventually they came back. Maybe after 2 or 3 years, they now left. You will feel so bad. Especially if that company is so impactful in your life. They have, you know, they touch every aspect of your life. they will feel so bad when you want to leave. In fact, it will draw bad blood. Because what they will tell you is that, so you've forgotten all these things that will draw for you.
Yeah.
You go to China, you go to Dubai, you go to Saudi, you went to UK for courses, for everything. Now, this is what you want to pay us with after 2 or 3 years. You went for the training because they believe that you want to go and use all this thing that they gave you.
Abused another
And you yourself,
company.
you out, not even another company, but you yourself, you have to move forward with your life. You have to have your own life. You can't be a salary earner for life.
Mm-hmm.
You want to open your own tech shop, you want to do something with your life too and everything. But they won't be thinking about that. They are not thinking forward with you. They are you are going to be their competitor if you are both in the labor market. After they spent money, you know, after they've impacted your knowledge and your career or something in tech. Do you understand?
I understand you.
So there are stuff like that. So there are things like that. So I think they used to feel that way. So that's why I brought tech in as an example. Like, let's just put them side by side. So, but I don't think it should be in a bad way, because when they know that if you also open your own tech company, you'll be a competitor in the labor market. So that is how it is.
Alright.
But I don't think it should always be when I live somewhere. If you carry our local, when we see, we should always be like, wow, oh my god, like you should be able to see your boss outside and hug him and koda. Like just snatch his car key. It's something that you cannot do when he's there.
Yeah.
You know me do láti rí yín. You should be able to do that.
Yeah. And it should also be the joy of any employer to see their employee or their former employee
because you have to say that ọmọ wa nìyẹn.
Yes.
Ọlọ́run gbà wá la lọ́mọ yẹn wà lẹ́yìn òṣìṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ mi rí.
Because there's no how you can tell your story without mentioning them.
Yes.
I mean, you told your story now.
I used to say it. If I want to, except if I want to do it intentionally. And it depends on my mood that day. If I told me about my thought, she thought about graduate hospital. Oh my god, I have to mention pensioners. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to, because I started from there.
Yeah.
Damn it! I started from there. So I started the area, any kankude, any mugia, any tokula, any bosso. I started it from there. So why would I want to talk about it? But because of something that has happened. I will not say I will not talk about them. Me say if I don't talk about them, I mean bullshit. Because even though if I didn't talk about that, a lot of people that knew used to that. Is it not? She started from pensioner. Why are you not picking it from passports? You get. That is part of my story. That is part of my life, and those are the things we talk about, and the matters they count.
Yeah. So
I think employers and employees should do better. And when you are resigning, it's not like after 3 days. So 3 days to when you are leaving, except if there is a fight or there is something going on that we don't know. That's when you're going to she share moment to feel that you're not going to send WhatsApp message. Bye. Bye.
People say that. People do that.
Yes. You resign on WhatsApp. Bye. My job.
What if you got the employment on WhatsApp?
Bye, boss.
I'm done.
Mic dropped.
Okay.
So,
all right, amazing.